All right, so this week I lost 1.6 pounds. So I'm back on track. My scale hasn't been doing anything weird again, which is good. Um, let's see here. I reached 60 days of abstinence on Overeaters Anonymous yesterday. So I was able to switch out. I got this little keychain that'll hold a chip or a coin, and it shows both sides of it. So I got that for my chips from OA, and I was able to switch it out yesterday to the 60-day chip. Which is pretty exciting because the last time I was with OA, I only got 59 days of abstinence before I relapsed and went way off the rails. So yeah, so that was pretty exciting. Um, I'm trying to think what else. I forgot to put a pause on my meals for next week for the backpacking trip. So I ended up putting a pause on the next week, and I'm just gonna freeze the meals that I get this week. Um, Probably today is when I get them normally. So I'll just put the ones that I don't eat in the freezer, and then grab them down and let them thaw when I get home, and then eat them the next week. So that's a good plan, I think. So that'll work out. For the backpacking trip, I'm getting really excited. There are, let's see here, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days until we leave. Um, 3 days almost exactly until the time when I leave the house and start driving. It's a 3 hour drive to the part in Georgia where we're leaving from. 2.5 to the halfway point, which we're meeting at, and then a half hour from there to the start and end point. Um, so what we're doing is we're leaving a car at the halfway point with some water and some food in it, so that we can kind of restock and resupply when we get to the halfway point. And then we're leaving the other car at the start and end point, so that we have a car there, and then we can drive back to the halfway point from there to pick up the other car because it's on the way out. So that works out pretty well. Yeah, I'm getting really excited about it. I have everything packed up. I've been wearing my pack for a little bit each day, just to kind of get used to it. My shoulder is still hurting a little bit when I wear it, because my old pack hurt my shoulder quite a bit when I wore it for 3 hours for a 6 mile hike. Um, Last weekend. But my new pack is hurting my shoulder a little bit as well, which is unfortunate, but it's not as bad. So it's not that all encompassing kind of distraction kind of pain. It does distract me a little bit, but I think that when we're out there and actually hiking and chatting and all of those kinds of stuff, it will distract me enough from it that it should be fine. And the plan is to kind of stop whenever we see water, or every 2 hours or so, and then every like 4 hours stopping for food. And the plan is to hike 8 to 9 hours a day. Um, so if we hike about 2 miles an hour, that'll give us like 16 to 18 miles a day, which means we will be done pretty quickly. So hopefully, there should be days where we get less mileage, especially when we're on the Duncan Ridge Trail, just because that trail is so difficult and probably a little bit overgrown even at this point in the year. So it'll be a little bit more difficult to hike that particular section of the trail, which is about a third of it. So, yeah, and that's going to be towards the beginning because we're going in a counterclockwise direction. Um, and so, yeah, instead of going clockwise, we're going counterclockwise, which puts us at the Duncan Ridge while we're fresh, as opposed to towards the end, when we're a little bit more tired. So, yeah, that's the plan. We're super excited about it. Like I said, I have everything packed up and ready to go. I could go today, or tomorrow. I'm ready enough for that. I could leave right now, probably. I am waiting on one additional thing that's coming in the mail today, though. Um, it is a hydration system for my smart water bottles. So I'm carrying two smart water 1 liter bottles, as my hydration for the trip. And the hydration system, what it does is it connects a straw into one of the bottles, and then the straw connects to one of those bite valves. So it's kind of like having a hydration bladder, but in a bottle. So it's a lighter weight option there. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like a great option. It sounds like it'll be a great idea so that I don't have to stop to drink water, that I can just kind of drink on the go. So that'll help out, I think, a little bit. Um, we do plan to stop at almost every opportunity for water because there will be a section of about 10 miles where there is no water. Hopefully, we don't end up, camping in that section, but um, so we should be fine as far as water goes. And then at the halfway point, we can restock completely. Um, yeah, so that's really it for my updates this week. I'm super excited. You probably won't see me next week, or if you do, it'll be a little bit later video. Um, but yeah, bye, y'all.